Picture this. Anakin Skywalker, Jedi Knight, cruising through hyperspace in his starfighter. Everything's normal until suddenly, boom. His ship starts spiraling out of control, caught in some kind of mysterious wormhole. The next thing he knows, he's hovering above a blue planet he's never seen before, Earth. The force feels different here, strange. But he can sense life below, millions upon millions of beings. Intrigued, he decides to investigate, guiding his ship down through the atmosphere. But he's not alone up there. Tony Stark, aka Iron Man, picks up the bizarre signal on his systems. "Jarvis, what am I looking at here?" he mutters, rocketing upward to investigate this unexpected visitor. Anakin finds a secluded spot to land, somewhere away from prying eyes. As he steps out onto this alien world, he barely has time to take it all in before he spots something, or someone, flying straight toward him, gleaming red and gold in the sunlight. Before he knows it, he's surrounded. Iron Man hovers above, his repulsors humming. "So, Space Boy, want to explain that weird energy signature you're putting out?" "I don't know what you're talking about," Anakin responds cautiously, his hand instinctively moving closer to his lightsaber. Tony's not buying it. He makes a move to apprehend Anakin, but suddenly finds himself thrown backward by an invisible force. The other Avengers watch in shock. "Okay, that's new," Tony groans. "Listen," Anakin tries to explain, "I'm not here to fight. I just need to..." But before he can finish, a roar cuts through the air. The Hulk charges in, fists raised. Thinking fast, Anakin reaches out with the Force, creating an illusion that sends the Hulk charging straight at Thor instead. The God of Thunder barely has time to raise his hammer before the green giant crashes into him. Captain America seizes the opportunity, engaging Anakin in close combat, but the Jedi's movements are too fluid, too precise. The super soldier's strikes meet nothing but air, as Anakin gracefully evades before sending him flying with another Force push. Hawkeye, perched on a nearby rooftop, sees his chance. He looses an arrow. Anakin spins, igniting his lightsaber to deflect it. But this was Hawkeye's plan all along. The arrow breaks, releasing a cloud of knockout gas. Even a Jedi's reflexes can't fight chemistry. Anakin's vision blurs, his knees buckle, and everything goes black. When he finally comes to, he finds himself in Stark Tower, with a lot of explaining to do.
Anakin Skywalker finds himself in an unfamiliar place, his consciousness slowly returning as he realizes he's restrained in what appears to be a high-tech facility, the Avengers Tower. Standing before him is Tony Stark, his arms crossed, studying him with a mix of curiosity and suspicion. "So, Sleeping Beauty's finally awake. Want to tell me who you are and why you fell out of a portal above New York?" Anakin, realizing his situation, decides honesty is his best approach. "I am Anakin Skywalker, a Jedi Knight from the Galactic Republic. I was in the middle of a space battle when a strange anomaly pulled me in. Next thing I knew, I was here." "A Jedi Knight, right," Tony scoffs. "And I'm Santa Claus. Give me one good reason why I should trust you?" With a slight smirk, Anakin focuses on his restraints. They suddenly click open, falling to the ground. Tony immediately raises his hand, ready to call his suit, but Anakin remains seated calmly. Before either can speak, Jarvis's voice fills the room. "Sir, we have a situation downtown. The Red Hulk has been spotted, causing significant damage." Tony's suit assembles around him instantly. He looks at Anakin, considering. "Well, Jedi Knight, want to prove you're one of the good guys? Your ship's fixed and ready to go. Lead the way," Anakin responds, following Tony to where his starfighter sits, newly repaired. They arrive at the scene of destruction to find the Red Hulk tearing through buildings. Iron Man immediately engages, firing repulsor blasts. Anakin's ship touches down and he leaps out, his blue lightsaber igniting with its distinctive hum. The fight is intense, Iron Man weaving through the air while Anakin moves with impossible speed and grace. Every time the Red Hulk tries to grab Tony, Anakin's lightsaber flashes, forcing the creature to withdraw its regenerating limbs. "Okay, I'm impressed," Tony calls out, watching Anakin flip over the Red Hulk's head, his lightsaber movements precise and deadly. "You're not half bad with that laser sword." Working together, they manage to wear down the Red Hulk. Tony deploys his containment tech, successfully imprisoning the raging beast. As the dust settles, Tony lands beside Anakin, his faceplate lifting. "Look, I don't know how long you'll be stuck here, but after what I just saw..." Tony extends his hand. How'd you like to join the Avengers? At least until we figure out how to get you home? Anakin pauses, thinking about his own universe, about Obi-Wan and Padme. But perhaps this is where the Force wants him to be for now. He takes Tony's hand. I accept.
Tony Stark has called for an emergency meeting. The tension in the air is palpable as Earth's mightiest heroes walk into the conference room, one by one, only to find an unexpected guest standing beside Iron Man, Anakin Skywalker. "What's going on here, Tony?" Bruce Banner asks, adjusting his glasses nervously. Tony clears his throat. "Look, I know we got off on the wrong foot with Anakin here. But let's be honest, we attacked first, asked questions later. That's on us. He's not just powerful, he's someone who understands struggle, someone who could be a valuable ally. And right now, we need him as much as he needs us." Captain America steps forward. "Tony's right. During our first encounter, if Anakin wanted to harm me with that force push, he could have. I look forward to testing my might against yours, friend." Even the Hulk, still bitter about being mind-tricked earlier, eventually growls his approval. Just like that, Anakin Skywalker becomes the newest member of the Avengers. Later that day, Anakin finds himself drawn to the training facility, where Thor and Hulk are engaged in their usual sparring session. "Don't cry if you get hurt, Space Wizard," Hulk taunts. Anakin's eyes narrow as he ignites his lightsaber, its blue glow illuminating his determined face. Thor grins, raising Mjolnir. "Shall we dance, Skywalker?" What happens next is nothing short of spectacular. The lightsaber and Mjolnir clash in a display of lightning and plasma, neither warrior giving an inch. Thor's amazement grows with each exchange. This is no ordinary opponent. Suddenly, Hulk loses patience and launches himself at Anakin. But something unexpected happens. Hulk stops midair. There stands Anakin, holding back the green giant with one hand through the Force, while his other hand continues to parry Thor's strikes. The look on Hulk's face is priceless. For the first time, he feels truly powerless. Thor watches in awe as Anakin demonstrates mastery over both combat and the Force simultaneously. The finale comes swift and decisive. With a clever feint, Anakin causes Thor to overextend, then uses the momentum to hurl Hulk right into the God of Thunder. Both warriors crash to the ground, and the training session ends with them looking up at their new teammate with newfound respect. "Now that," Anakin says, deactivating his lightsaber, "was a proper workout." In the months following Anakin's arrival, something incredible happened. The former Jedi Knight found himself forming an unexpected bond with Earth's mightiest heroes, particularly with Thor. There was something about the God of Thunder's warrior spirit that resonated with Anakin's own journey. Each Avenger learned something unique from their new teammate. Tony was fascinated by Anakin's understanding of advanced technology, while Steve admired his strategic mind. Thor found a kindred spirit in discussions about bearing the weight of immense power, and Banner, well, even Hulk seemed to respect Anakin's raw strength. But their bonding time was cut short when Jarvis's urgent alert echoed through the tower. "Sir, there's a situation downtown. The Black Order has been detected, led by someone calling himself Thanos." The name sent chills through the room. Within minutes, they were on scene. The Hulk, always eager for action, immediately charged at Cull Obsidian, their massive forms colliding like thunder. Thor and Anakin, having developed an almost telepathic understanding during their training, moved in perfect sync toward Thanos. Meanwhile, Iron Man and Cap found themselves facing the sinister Ebony Maw. The battles that unfolded were nothing short of epic. Thor and Anakin's teamwork was poetry in motion, their combined assault keeping the Mad Titan on the defensive. Lightning and force powers created a spectacular light show as they pressed their advantage. Hulk, stronger than ever, was literally tearing through Cull Obsidian's defenses. But it wasn't all going their way. Tony and Steve were struggling against Ebony Maw's telekinetic abilities. Just as exhaustion began to set in, they felt a warm energy flow through them. Anakin, using the Force to heal and rejuvenate them. This turned the tide, and together they overwhelmed Maw. The final showdown with Thanos was intense. Anakin, using the Force, suspended the Titan in midair, creating an opening that Thor and Hulk exploited perfectly. Their devastating strikes had Thanos reeling, and before he could recover, Tony swooped in with specialized restraints designed for this very moment. As the dust settled and Thanos was secured, the team shared a moment of triumph. They weren't just a team anymore, they were family. Anakin had found his place, bringing balance not just to the Force, but to the Avengers themselves. Looking at his new teammates, Anakin couldn't help but smile. This was what destiny truly felt like. Not the burden of a prophecy, but the choice to stand with those who fought for what's right. The Avengers had gained more than an ally. They'd gained a brother in arms, and together, they were unstoppable.